So welcome. Yes, we are recording. I'm going to try to make that work. Thank you. Yes, welcome. Welcome to our second week of our classes. It's just wonderful. I wish I had a wonderful helping with a crew to help with my audio visual needs, but I don't. So I just thank you all for being here. And I know your schedules are all over the map. The first 2 weeks of class are just can be quite crazy trying to fit everything in. And yeah, it's a new schedule. It's a new frame of life for you too, especially if you're working full time, have a family full time, now going to school full time. So I just wish your yoga practice will really help you to be, again, more calm and more efficient in all that you do. Yeah, in all levels of your being, mentally, emotionally, physically, even spiritually. So thank you for being here today. And it is, I mentioned this last week too, it is a community. We're all here together practicing with this recording. And hopefully, yeah, I do remember to put my volume on, my audio on. Oh, thank you for being here again in such a online situation. So I just want to have us, even though most of us are in the watching the recording of this, just to feel that, yeah, we are here all together. Almost 80 students now. So, and yeah, there's, thank you for those that are already submitted their comments in the discussion of 1.3, module 1.3. Also, module 1.5, I do believe I'm saying these modules correctly. There's just a general discussion of anything you wanted to share about maybe you have practiced before, your yoga practice that might help others that are just starting. Most of us are just starting the practice in this class. Some, and then there's, I'm just trying to see, there's a lot that have. It's interesting because back in the day, I would ask the class how many people have had yoga before or anything, and there'd be maybe 1 or 2. Now it's about almost a half or 3/4. Yeah. So this is awesome. I do believe this should be your prerequisite for life. Yes. As the yoga practice is for life, just not a 16-week class. Yeah. You can take it deeper and deeper. And it's to maintain, to go further in your flexibility, your strength, your calmness of mind, remembering, yeah, that you can breathe. Oh my gosh, it truly is all about the breath. So I think we should get started, but I just wanted to remind you, and I might send this in an announcement too, that, yeah, feel free to maybe ask any questions of your classmates and the other discussion of 1.5, I do believe, module 1.5. So just if you wish, it's just there to just kind of get to know each other and or just ask any questions for those who are just beginning or for those that have practiced before, just to exchange your experience. And so it's there. Yeah, we're all here. Okay, so since we're all here now, let's continue. Just make sure that your space is clear. You might have, if it suits you, maybe sometimes even for relaxation, like put a low pillow for your head, or for if you're going to sit upon the edge of a folded towel or so for seated postures, that helps your back. Remember, for a reclining hamstring stretch, a strap, a belt, or a towel may help, or a tie. Very nice. So any other, maybe a little water, or maybe some nice music to be put on. Thank you. So if you are ready, and when you are, yeah, lie down, relax, take a load off, so to speak. Yeah, a little wiggle. Feet to the earth, knees are bent. Feet about hips width apart. Open the toes. Yeah, go ahead, wiggle them as if they are in the warm sand at the beach. A nice deep breath. Yeah, maybe a little lift up through the back and the baby bridge. Pelvis lifts, lifting up, down into the feet. Inhale. The exhale lowers back down, one by one by one by one by one. Yeah, so we're just sort of warming up, inhaling, making sure the back is lengthened as you exhale, up through the crown, up to the tailbone. We're lengthening in opposite lines of energy, creating more space. As I've mentioned in module 2. And hopefully you have read that. I know it's a lot to read at first. It's okay, but there's a lot of wisdom there that will help you in your practice. Not only your practice of the yoga way, but of your life and any other stretches you do on your own. Yeah. So even here, lying, knees bent, feet to the earth, feel that oppositional line of energy right up to the crown, up to the tailbone. And the 3-part breath we practiced last week. Yeah, you might place your hands upon the belly if you wish, or one on the belly, one in the heart. And exhale. I just would like you to breathe at your own pace right now, just observing it. Just observing your breath, which hand is moving, if any. Yeah. If you're familiar with the 3-part breath, continue. If you're brand new, well, we're going to go over that again slowly. So after you exhale, release all the stale air. Your inhale is going to start low in the belly. So feel your belly breathe into your hand. So it moves, it expands. Then the middle torso expands. Then the upper. The exhale starts low in the belly. Let the belly rest back down to place as it squeezes all the stale air out of the lungs, out of every cell of your body. And let the inhale grow from the belly, the middle, the upper chest. The exhale starts low in the belly. Soften the abdomen back down. The middle, the upper. Relax the heart. It really expands, yes, from the belly, but the sides of the waist too, and the lower back. 360 degrees around. Let the ribs expand. 360 degrees. And the heart expanding all around. Front, side, back. And let the exhale soften you. Soften, soften, melt the tension away. So we can feel the mechanics of the breath. Feel the mechanics of the breath. Yes, diaphragm muscle pulling down. The belly and the diaphragm muscle pulling down the lobes of the lungs to expand more deeply, and expanding the rib cage to expand the lungs into every cell of your body. It's a magically, we breathe in and that oxygen and the life force energy goes to every cell through all the veins and the arteries, and then it returns. Yeah, all the waste goes back into the veins magically. You don't even have to tell your cells how to do this or your body how to breathe, but then all the waste goes back into the bloodstream, and we exhale as the abdomen then pushes up to squeeze all the stale air out. And just to marvel once again on this miraculous breath of ours. Our body breathes for us. And if this is a little cumbersome, the diaphragmic breath, that's okay. It does take practice. It takes time. Because after the mechanics of the breath, low, middle, upper, exhale, abdomen in, soften. Yeah, we can then breathe in the qualities that we know that will nurture us. The qualities of peace and calm, we breathe that in using your powerful visualization, yeah? And the exhale, slowly releasing all the stale air. Releasing toxins, tension, anything that you need to release. Absolutely, let it go now. So you're breathing in what your body needs. Maybe your mind, more mental clarity. Maybe it needs more stability. So we breathe it in. And exhaling, maybe you can exhale away more deeply. Yeah, anything else, maybe, yeah, the confusion or the anger, just, yeah, let that go too. Disappointment, let it go, let it go. So as you're lying down, yeah, we feel the length of our torso, the ease of our breath, the nurturing already. We're nurturing ourselves just by breathing. We can let go. It is time. Yes, it is time to let go. Let go of the busyness of the day. And again, just feel your breath. How's it going there? How's it going inside from the skin inward? Yeah. Wherever your hands are placed, just relax the arm, relax the back and breathe. Relax your jaw in through the nose, out through the nose, or maybe gently out to the mouth feels good. Yeah. And when you feel it's about time to move here and stretch, yeah, let's slowly stretch right arm and right leg away from the waist, opposite lines of energy. Maybe bring the left thigh to the chest. That kind of increases the stretch, doesn't it? A little wiggle room, maybe a little roll side to side. Just suggestions. Wiggle room is good in any stretch, yeah. And pull it in. Then the right side of the chest. Stretch the left side of the body. Left arm, left leg reaching away from the waist. Nice deep breath here. And side to side at your own timing. See how long your body can be. Measure your heights now. And then at the end of our semester, measure it again. You might notice there's a little increase of length in your body. So both arms, both legs stretch, circling wrists, circling ankles, a nice yawn. And then floating arms and legs up to the sky. Yeah, let's just give them a nice big shake up, a shake out, release any tension, shake it off like you're shaking off water from your fingers, your legs, your feet, yeah, your arms. Just shake it about gently or maybe vigorously. We're shaking up the energy flow too. So it might feel like you're shaking off tension, or it might feel like you're warming everything up, getting that blood flow going. Getting the blood flow going a little more. Let's place the arms down here and then cycle the legs like in a big, huge bicycle. So we're going to stretch slowly, heel ball toes, a nice cycling. Yeah, we're going down, cycling around the hood. Maybe a park, your favorite park you might be cycling. Or maybe there's a bicycle path you like to go. Yeah. And then we're going to go a little faster, cycle a little faster. Usually then the movement gets a little smaller as you go faster, maybe a little faster. Well, how fast can you go? It isn't a race, but just see. This also strengthens your core, stretches and warms up your legs. And then we're going to go slowly backwards, reversing this cycle, leg motion. Yeah, nice reversing, slowly and largely. And then again, we're going to go a little faster. Hopefully this feels good. And then, yeah, we're going to go a little faster back. For some reason, my backwards, it gets a little cumbersome. And then once again, shake it out. Yeah, shake it all out. Feet back to the earth. Ah, you might feel the buzz again, even more abundantly through your legs. Your breath might have quickened. So we slow it down. Yeah, exhale longer, possibly. Inhale deeply into the belly, the middle, the upper torso expanding. Exhale, softening. As you then bring right thigh up, bend over to the chest with ease. Oh yeah, we're not pulling, we're not struggling, we're allowing. We're being our yoga rather than doing. Yeah, maybe stretch your left leg long for a little more stretch if needed. Yeah. Clasping them in front of the knee or in back. We're just straight. We're letting go. We're not forcing. And cupping hand on the knee. Yeah, let's open this thigh out to the side. Keeping your opposite left hip down. Might be easier to bend the left knee again. Keep the hip down as your opposite line of energy. And then circling. You can keep your hand upon the knee as you circle the thigh around, or you can let it go if you need a little more widening of the circle. Reversing anytime we circle our joints, please do feel free to reverse at any time. Feel the lower back releasing, buttocks, hip, inner thigh, outer thigh. Pause if there's a really tight place. Yeah, listen inside. If it's really tight, pause there, breathe there, soften there. Or maybe those little erasing movements I've mentioned last week, up and down, or maybe side to side. And then gently thigh drapes over the chest for the sit-up posture of strength. So feel first the support of the left foot into the earth. Earth energy is inhale up through the leg and up through the crown of the head, lengthening. And then exhale into the core, lifting thigh to chest, chest, thigh. I guess lifting the chest. But easy here. Still relax the shoulders, still breathe deeply. Maybe a little more forcefully as you exhale. Navel squeezes to the front of the spine. Now, for those that need a little more oomph, you could lift the left foot off or hover the left leg off the floor. Still relax the shoulders. Neck is long. Still inhale. Maybe feel more of the sides of the ribs. Inhale. One more exhale right into your navel center of courage, of inner strength. And then when ready, yes, left foot, if it was hovered or stretched out long, to the earth, exhale, lowering back down. Head resting. And the little roll of the head side to side, just to make sure your neck tension is gone. And back to center, yawn this leg up to the sky with a nice ankle rotation. Still feel the back lengthened, the support of the left. Open the toes far and wide apart like fingers. Yeah, can stretch way apart. Yeah. Reversing at any time. It might feel a little differently the other way around. And when about ready, flexing, heel reaches to the beautiful blue sky. And it is the beautiful blue sky today. Of course, it depends on when you're practicing. It might be the beautiful evening sky with the full moon. Are hamstrings okay? Now they might be warmed up a little bit more today, but you might still shake it out. Just make sure your hamstrings are ready to stretch. Muscles stretch a lot easier if they're a little warmed up, yeah. Or maybe a quick first scrub. I think last week we also did a gentle tapping up and down the whole leg, either with fingertips, cupping of the hand, or a loose fist. Up and down. Inner outer heel is also very good. We're also stimulating different acupressure points as we tap. But for those that are kind of ready already, to go into the reclining hamstring stretch, then by all means, a gentle clasp. Or again, if you're using a strap, a belt, a tie, a towel around the ball of the foot, remember. And I know some people hold down here and pull. I might suggest to choke up on the strap and then relax the shoulders down. So it's not really a pull, it's just a gentle suggestion of the leg to stretch. Make sure back of the knee feels safe. This is for your safety. Yeah, if the back of the knee feels too much stretching there, I would soften the knee a bit. Yeah, depending on where the leg is, of course. You want to feel the belly of the hamstrings breathing, stretching, not the back of the knee. So that's why we might soften it a bit and gently straighten, see how it feels. But I invite you to close your eyes. Yeah, it's time again to go on that vacation. Nothing else to do, no place to go, just to breathe. Yeah, feel the breath expanding on the inhale still. The exhale, maybe a gentle sigh. So the jaw can relax. And as the jaw relaxes, notice the neck relaxing, the back and the hamstrings following suit. Needing more oomph to stretch your left leg. Maybe a gentle clasp again if you're not using the strap. I know some people are more flexible, first two fingers and thumb wrapping around that big toe, especially if you don't have socks on. And as we did last week, let's just cross over the midline just an inch or two. Keep your right hip down as your right leg crosses over to the left. Notice where the edge is, soften there. Yeah, don't go past the edge. The edge keeps you safe as we listen inside. That's why we're slowing down. We're looking inside from the skin inward, feeling. Yeah, maybe you can go a little further with the hips still down. And then gently back to center and open out to the side, either propping it up, or again, you can use the strap, kind of like a sling. I know some of us are more flexible, first two fingers and thumb, maybe you can wrap around that big toe, but keep now the left hip down. Yeah, left hip staying out. And another exhale. Thank goodness for exhales. And inhales, yeah. I guess it goes both ways. Whether it's out through the nose or out through the mouth, you might feel just a little more relaxation. A gentle sigh. But when the leg comes back to the sky, yeah, let's just shake it all out again. Maybe say thank you to this leg for supporting you all these years. And both feet back to the earth to notice now any difference, right leg, left leg. Yeah, maybe another little wiggle room. And then transferring the weight to that right leg, right foot into the earth to draw your left thigh out and then up and then draped over the chest. Yeah, another sigh, just to remind ourselves, oh yeah, we're allowing. We're not forcing, we're not struggling. We're looking inside where is any resistance, and maybe you can soften the resistance. For what resists persists. We let it go now. Yeah, let it go. Let the energy flow. Cupping hand upon the knee. Oh yeah, a little more oomph. You might stretch that right leg long. So your left knee is more toward your head and the bottom of the hip joint away from you. So it really is draping. And I do emphasize this because it depends very much how you practice your yoga, not just what you practice. Like you'll feel the benefits more deeply. Yeah. So let's cup the hand upon the knee again. Yeah, and open out to the side. Keep your right hip down. Nice inner thigh stretch. Do you feel it? And when ready, yes, let's circle the thigh around. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Continue to breathe. I'll be reminding you. Sometimes we concentrate more on our alignment and then other times on the feel and oh yeah, the breath. Yeah, that goes with it too. Reversing the circle at any time. Maybe let go of the knee if that feels better, or just feel more relaxed if you keep your hand on the knee. So we test it out. Yeah, sometimes we have to, with curiosity, we continue to practice and test things out to see what's best for you. Or pausing. Yeah, maybe that little erasing movement is needed. Yeah, it is for me. Oh, another inhale, exhale. Let's drape the thigh again over the chest, preparing for our sit-up posture. We prepare by aligning foot in our right foot into the earth. We align with a nice long spine on the inhale. We go into the posture on the exhale. Navel squeezes to the front of the spine. Relax the shoulders, or as I am, and you might also roll the shoulders up to your ears and back and down, reaching out through the elbows. Maybe a little forceful of an exhale. You're not ha sounding word. Maybe just lift the right foot up, or maybe hover the whole leg. Pointing, flexing feels good. Are you still breathing? Are you still exhaling with more vigor? Relaxing the neck as much as possible. Or any of the variations that you may know from last semester or any that you know from another class. Inhale, exhale into your courage, your confidence. And when about ready, yeah, right foot down, inhale, exhale as you roll the back down. And just roll the head side to side. Again, letting go of any tension that might have crept in there. And stretch this leg up to the sky with a nice ankle rotation, whether you're clasping the back of the knee, or below the knee or above the knee. We're breathing, we're opening those toes, we're activating all those 7,000 nerve endings in the bottom of one foot alone. How are your toes? Can you stretch them way apart? Maybe you can articulate them singularly. Or maybe going back to the first direction. Calves and shins love this as well, don't they? Do you feel your calves and shin muscles stretching, strengthening alternatively? And when ready, yeah, we're going to flex the foot so the heel reaches to the beautiful blue sky. Assessing now, how do your hamstrings feel? They might feel better in a stretch if you shake out that leg. Or again, we're going to tap if that feels good too. Up and down, and maybe a quick wrist rub the hamstrings, maybe the whole leg. Maybe put your socks back on. And eventually, into our reclining hamstring stretch you go. A time truly to go on that vacation. Where would that be if you could go on a vacation? Would it be up to the mountains, to the desert, to the beach, to an island? So again, a gentle clasp above or below the knee, using the strap, choking up, relax the shoulders. And also if your first two fingers and thumb are wrapping around that big toe, relax your shoulder down. Make sure the back of the knee feels safe. Yeah. Okay. And if it feels too strained. You don't want to stretch tendons, ligaments. You want to stretch the belly of the hamstrings. So let the belly of the hamstrings breathe and soften now. It's time for any tension to melt. Just like an ice cube melts on a warm day. First it's kind of rigid, and then it starts to soften a bit, then it kind of to melt, and then what it does, it evaporates. Maybe stretch your right leg long if that feels, a little more oomph if needed for those that need more oomph. Crossing over the midline with your left hip staying down. Notice where there's the edge, and you have to pause there, breathe there.
And then maybe you can go a little further. Yeah, that edge again, I'm going to remind us all, keeps us safe. So it's not how far you can go, it's how much you can let go of any tension. Yeah, that's very important. And it takes time. Yeah, it takes time. Increasing flexibility actually is an everyday practice. With strength, maybe 3 times a week, they say. But flexibility, yeah, your muscles remember the tense state more than the relaxed state. But then when the leg comes up to the sky, slowly, slowly, let's open out to the side. Make sure you have enough room. You might move away from the wall if you're right there. Yeah, keeping your right hip down. Yeah, inner thigh stretching. This is going to be good, especially if you do wide angle down dog today. That'd be good to get that inner thigh stretching and other standing posture and seated posture. Yeah. So this kind of prepares us, yep, for our safety, for future postures to come and movements. When the leg comes back up to the sky, time to shake it out. I think so. Let's shake out all arms and legs again. All your arms and all your legs. Both feet back to the earth. Yeah, a little wiggle room. Feet hips width apart, knees bent, arms down by your side. Take a deep breath. Feel both legs humming. Yeah, ready for your bridge posture. So let's feet into the earth, press down as we scoop the tailbone upward as we inhale, lifting now up as high as it feels good. Keep the natural curve to your neck. The exhale lowers each vertebra back down, one by one, exhaling, waist, hips. And again, inhale, scoop it on up with the strength of your legs, knees over ankles. I know that's kind of hard to see, more of a feel. And exhale slowly down. Can you count each vertebra? Yeah. And then the arms might come with you if you don't need them for support as you lift up. Reach them way overhead to the back wall. And the exhale slowly lowers arms and legs in timing with your exhale. So it's timing breath and movement together as one, another principle of our practice. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling gently all the way down, one by one by one. Strengthening phase of the bridge, pressing down into the feet, lifting on up on inhale, and keep the lift. Now we're more into our strengthening phase of the bridge. Inner thighs active. Maybe rolling palms upward, squeezing shoulder blades a little closer together might feel good. If it does feel good, maybe you can even interlace fingers. Chest expansion arms right underneath you. Another breath or two here. Feel the strength. Keep pressing down into the feet. Lifting the pelvis, lift the heart. But on the exhale, we'll slowly release any clasp if you did clasp the fingers. And then roll the spine down one by one again. And then thighs to the chest, both thighs, cupping hands on both knees. We're going to circle around the sacrum. The nice counter pose of the bridge that leads right nicely into a reclining spinal twist. We're going to roll all the way over to the right and reach both arms. Yeah, especially, well, both arms, but you can clasp your top wrist with the bottom hand and pull it a little further, reach a little further, relax your head, kind of stretches the neck a bit. And then we're going to open the book with an inhale, looking up to the sky, the arm, and then exhale into the deepest part of your spinal twist. We always exhale. So the navel is in a bit, right? Still feel your alignment, tailbone, crown of the head reaching away from each other. Knees are in one direction. Back arm in focus in the other. Maybe the top hand on most of us would be the right hand, right? On the top of the left knee, on the side of the knee, side of the thigh. And we breathe looking back over the shoulder. Maybe your left arm a little below the shoulder, palm up, or maybe palm down, or maybe a little palm up, palm down motion to Release any shoulder tension, or maybe out from the shoulder. And then we're going to inhale up to the sky again and roll all the way over to your right. And then this time we're going to walk the fingers, reaching to the back wall, walking the fingers on the floor, reaching, a nice side stretch here. Stretch out of the waist, out through the tailbone, out through your back fingertips. And you can exhale here for a moment. Yeah, just feel a nice stretch. Reaching, feel the belly breathe, all your internal organs nicely massaged. And then exhale, all the arm all the way out from the shoulder, looking back at it again. Another deep breath here, any variation you know. Another inhale, another exhale. And then when ready, yeah, we're just gonna roll all the way over to the right again, kind of feel that a little more neutral, and then roll back to center, back on the ground. For the other side, yeah, you might feel a little imbalanced here. So let's roll all the way, most of us to the left. And pull gently your right arm further away as you're all the way to the left, looking over, looking to the left. And then opening the book, we're going to inhale up to the sky and exhale into the deepest part of your spinal twist. Long neck, long spine, whether the arm is below the shoulder, out from the shoulder, maybe a little above. Palm down, palm up, a little movement in the shoulder joint. Maybe your left hand on the outer thigh. And we breathe, feel the belly breathing, the middle torso expanding, your heart expanding in all directions. Soften on the exhale. And then we're going to inhale up the arm up to the sky again, rolling all the way over to your left for our variation of arm movement. We're going to walk the fingertips on the floor, reaching the arm to the back wall, and pause here for a moment or two. Feel the whole side stretching. Your liver straight, your knees are to the left, your liver's nicely stretching, your ascending colon, tailbone, crown reaching away from each other. Inhale, and then exhale the arm out from the shoulder again, or a little below. Any leg variation you may know. And another deep breath. And exhale. And then let's lift up the arm and roll all the way over to the left again. This opens the back of the heart as you stretch that right arm further away. And then gently thighs back to the chest, a little circle around, bringing more neutrality here. And to strengthen what we just stretched, let's roll to your side. The body raise pose. Let's stretch the legs away from each other, up to the crown. Inhale to lift. Lift the legs and the torso right off the floor. You can press down in the hands. You can flex the feet, point the feet, core strong. Maybe your top arm can come by your side. That gives a little more oomph in the core. Balance might be challenged a bit as well. Another inhale to lift and exhale slowly down. And then thighs again, bend in, knees bend, and then you might clasp your foot with your hand for a nice thigh stretch. Clasping the foot if able. Sometimes if you cannot clasp the foot, you can have a strap around the foot. And yeah, that might help. But reach the knee away, tailbone, crown of the head reaching away. And gently lengthen or gently pull gently back. See how that feels. Nice deep breath. And gently release. For the other side. Yeah, one side strong, one thigh stretched. So let's lengthen again.
physical alignment. Reach out through the toes, out through the crown. Lengthening out to lift up. Inhale. You can press down. Sometimes if you press down, you can lift a little higher in the torso. Flexing, pointing. Exhale into the core. A little more oomph. Yeah, maybe that top arm by your side. Or any other variation you may know. Another deep breath, maybe to lift a little higher. And exhale slowly down. Bending both knees. Maybe you can clasp the foot. And then inhale, exhale, reach out through the knee. And then pull the thigh back gently. Nice thigh stretching. Another deep breath. And gently to release and to let go. Let's roll over on our tummy. And to review our Sphinx going into Cobra today. So, Sphinx, we place our head, forehead upon our crossed fingers. And we stretch the legs long. Inhale, you're going to lift the hands and the face off the floor and lift the chest as high as you can without any pressure down. Let the back strengthen here. Legs stay down. And then we're going to swivel the elbows right underneath our shoulders to lift shoulders down into Sphinx. A very proud Sphinx. Inhale, exhale, another deep breath in. Now on the way down, we're going to reach our elbows out again and lift the hands off as soon as possible so our back can strengthen again. So the Sphinx is strengthening and stretching, and it doesn't arch quite as much as the Cobra will. So for the Cobra, if you want to stretch further, you can place the hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows stay close into the ribs. Stretch out to the legs. We're going to lengthen out to the crown first, and then inhale, lift the hands, chest off the floor. You feel the strength? Lift up as high as you can until you can't lift any higher, then press down into the hands. Elbows stay slightly bent. Lift the heart. Shoulders away from the ears. Easy breath here. The inhale, the exhale. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, we'll slowly lower the chest down, lift the hands off as soon as you're able. And then lower all the way down. Into a nice, I would say, child's pose. So push back to the knees and stretch the tailbone way back, sitting back on your heels. Now, your thighs can be together or the thighs can be apart, toes touching. Again, I can't bend my knee all the way, so my hips might not go to my heels, but hopefully you can bend your knees more and your hips to your heels. Stretch the arms. Deep breath into the belly, middle, upper back. Soften as you exhale. Another deep breath. Belly breathing, back breathing, soften, exhaling. Exhaling into our wonderful cat breath. If your wrists are hurting here, hands and knees, tabletop here, knees right underneath your hips, shoulders over your wrist. You can come into fists with thumbs forward. We're going to lengthen the spine. As we inhale, we're lengthening out to the tailbone, out to the crown, looking upward. The exhale lifts that navel up and in. Push away the floor so your upper back goes to the sky. Drop the tail, the crown. Inhale, lengthening through neutral, looking upward. Exhale, push away the floor. And back to neutral. No, it's kind of like a little bug. We're going to bring the fingertips pointing toward each other and then just lower the chin between the fingertips. Elbows way out, hips high. A little bug. Then push away the floor. And then coming to your seated posture. Any seated posture that feels good, comfortable, I should say. Whether you're sitting on the edge of a folded blanket, that might help your lower back a bit. And you might cross your legs, ankles crossed, or feet before you. And just root again your tailbone, base of the spine to the earth, crown of the head to the sky. So we're really stretching out of the waist again. And we breathe. And we exhale now, the chin in and down. Inhale, reaching the chin to your shoulder. Inhale all the way up, chin to the sky. Exhale, the chin to your other shoulder, making a circle. And exhale, chin in and down. Reversing. Your inhale is going to go all the way up, chin lifting, heart lifting. And exhale, chin down. So the chin leads. We can also lead ear to shoulder, right? Yeah. So let's take ear to shoulder, inhaling, feeling a little different there in the stretch of the neck. And exhale all the way the other half of the circle. Keep the lift of spine and reversing. Inhale, ear to shoulder, lifting all the way up. And exhale the other half. Shoulders relaxed. And then back to center for a seated spinal twist. So if you're sitting tall, either legs crossed or feet before you, we're going to take the opposite hand to thigh or knee, and we're going to twist. Yeah. So I'm going to go to my left first. Maybe you will too. So your right arm on the outside. Inhale to lift tall first. And then spiraling, we're going to bring the left hip back. Then the waist turns. Then the chest. Then the neck, the head. Reach way back to the back wall. And then place the hand down. Yeah. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. Look back over. Nice deep breathing. Exhale. You might even twist a little further on the exhale. There any variation you may know. Long spine. When ready, we're going to release the back arm long again off the floor. And then as if you're unspiraling, looking at the landscape, hip, waist, shoulder, head. So it goes in that order. Hip, waist, shoulder, head into the spinal twist. And then on the way back, it's hip, waist, shoulder, head. Now, if your legs were crossed, I would uncross them and cross the other leg in front. Very good, very good. And then your other side. So crossing over, some gentle pressure against the thigh, the knee. We're going to inhale to lift tall. We always have to elongate before we actually twist, bend, whatever, lengthen. We inhale and exhale, pull the hip back, your right hip back. Then the waist turns, then the chest, then the neck, then the head, even your eyes, looking way back at your back hand. And then place the hand down by your hip. As you press down, do you feel that rebound right up through the crown? Exhale, maybe twisting a little further. Nice deep breaths. Draw the navel in on the exhale. That might help also twisting a little further. Another deep breath. We're going to release the back arm. Inhale. Exhale. Hip, waist, shoulder, head coming around to center. And then just wiggle the legs before you. Wiggle the legs before you in actually a V-sit posture for strength. We just stretched again. Let's strengthen. So we're going to balance on the tailbone. Hopefully your tailbone is okay. We're going to balance on the tailbone. Have your toes down, or maybe lift one off and then maybe lift another. Right now, I'm giving myself a little hug here. Do you notice a hug behind the knees, the thighs, actually? Relax the shoulders, long spine. Now, maybe you can stretch an arm, or maybe both arms stretch. Ooh, or maybe you need a hug. Oh, you may be, oh, no, we need, okay. If you need to hug, of course. or any other variation. Keep the lift, whether you're hugging or reaching. Nice inhale. And then exhale. Let's bring the feet down. Soles of the feet unite. Knees go way out to the side. That's something my knee doesn't like. So I'm just doing as best as I can, as we all can do, just the best as we can. So yeah, your feet can be drawn in close to you. Yeah. Does that feel better if your feet? Yeah, that might feel better. Maybe they felt better where they were. Knees way out. Again, long spine. We're going to tip the pelvis forward. But first, inhale, lifting tall. And then exhale, tipping pelvis forward in a bound angle stretch. I know some of you can probably drape your chest over your feet, your legs. Yeah. Maybe you can reach the arms further. Yeah. Walk the fingers on the floor. But do breathe. Feel the depth of your inhale guiding you. Let the breath keep the postures alive in that. And when ready, we're going to roll on up, sitting tall again. This time we're going to bring our feet hips width apart. Our hands in a reverse table are going to be behind us. Fingertips point toward you, or maybe fists if wrists are not like this. We're going to press down, inhale, reversing the table. As if someone was going to have breakfast right on your tummy. Oh, wonderful image, I know, I'm sorry. Navel to the sky, faces to the sky, press down into the feet, into the hands. Feel the strength. Inhale. And slowly exhale. We're going to lower the hips down. Yeah, don't collapse. Go slow, go slow. And then let's keep the knees bent and drape the chest over in a counter pose. Deep breath. Let's unreverse the reverse table, shall we? Okay, that means I have to go into the table. Yeah. So turn over a little bit. Yeah, hands and knees into our wonderful down dog. So tuck the toes under. Here again, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're going to push away the floor, stretch those arms, hips reach high to where the ceiling meets the wall. Stretch the fingers, inner elbows are toward each other. And again, we're going to walk the dog. One heel down, other knee bending. Still lengthen, lengthen, breathe. Maybe out to the mouth, out through the nose. See what feels best for you. Eventually, both heels will reach to where the floor, tailbone reaching to where the ceiling meets the floor. I mean, wall, where the ceiling meets the wall. And then today we're going to open wide the legs, wider than your mat. I think I'm going to slip on the floor. Yeah, I'm going to just go here. Make sure you're not slipping if there's hardwood floors or something. Yeah, if you especially have socks on. So wide angle dog, you just open the legs wider. Your arms are still before you. And go like this. The arms are still before you. They're not pulled back. So you're in a nice angle, still lengthening the spine. Arms are still way before you. Pigeon toe in a little bit. That might feel really good for your legs. And then let's walk the hands back for a wide angle forward fold. You can clasp your ankles if you wish. Let the head be heavy. And from here, we're going to just wiggle our feet in and out, in and out, in and out to a standing forward fold. Legs more hips width apart. Knees can bend or stay straight. And we're going to slowly roll it on up, vertebra by vertebra, standing tall. Take your time. You can walk the hands up if need be, or just let them hang. Yeah. Finally standing tall. Yeah. So feet hips width apart, toes straight forward. Yeah, feel the weight even on both legs. Yeah, do you feel the tailbone already drop to the earth? The energy, yeah, of the earth connecting to you as well as you to the earth through the feet. Yeah, we alivened all those nerve endings down there. 14,000 nerve endings in the bottom of our feet. And feel the crown of the head high to the sky. Shoulders relax. Yeah, you might just roll them forward and up and back and around. Maybe a little cheek-bone bounce, just again to connect to earth energy. We're going to be talking more about the energies within us and around us through our practice, through our course. So how does this feel? Yeah, you feel a little silly. Yeah, you could be feeling a little silly, but the effects of it are amazing. The immune system is more up notch. Yep. Also helps your bones to be sturdy and strong. Gets the energy flowing a little bit more too. And then when you relax, do you feel that tingling, that buzz again? Yeah, energy's moving. When it moves, we become healthy. We're more in a healthier state. When it gets stuck, that's when tension forms, and then the energy doesn't flow. Just like when water is not flowing smoothly and it's dammed up with this and that and that and this, unless it's done purposely for electricity. but yeah, so yeah, it gets stagnant, and then yeah, so it's like yeah, we're releasing. And we're going to inhale, palms out to the side, bringing down the heavens. We're going to inhale from the earth energy around us and above us, palms facing downward, exhaling away again any tension, where and whatsoever. Let it go back to the earth to be recycled. Inhale to lift and exhale. Just let it go. Let it go. Every inhale, bringing in what you do need that serves you well, and then exhale anything that does not serve you well. And then this time, we're going to inhale the arms up, palms face each other now, and then we're going to bend the knees and long spine, sitting in like a chair pose. Yeah, knees are bent in line with your toes. Long spine, core very active here. And then the palms can come to the heart. Maybe spine lowers more parallel to the floor. Another breath here. And then we're going to roll on up to standing. Feet then come together, hooking the thumbs. We're going to have a total body back arch with an inhale, tailbone down, crown high, and then leading the pelvis forward as we inhale and exhale back to center, palms back to the heart. Open the feet again in chair pose to prepare. Inhale, arms up, palms face each other. Exhale into chair. Keep breathing, core strong, knees aligned with the toes. And exhale, palms to the heart. We're going to roll on up. Bring the feet together for the total body back arch, hooking thumbs. Inhale. This is just a long stretch of the whole body, straight up and down. And then we lean the pelvis forward to lift the heart. Looking upward. And exhale back to the heart. And back to center. Thank you. So let's open the legs wide for warrior two. Get a nice stretch for both legs and strength. So our left toes are going to rotate outward to 90 degrees out to the side. Heel intersects the middle of your back arch. Your back foot, most of that's the right foot angled in a little bit, but keep the waist level, hips level. We're going to reach out to the arms, out to the fingers, let the arms just float. Yeah, maybe a little below the shoulders, out from the shoulders. Yeah, relax the arms, do a little dance, if you wish. And then the exhale stretches both legs apart. Knee, yeah, bends right over your ankle. Gazing past your fingertips. Keep the pelvis, again, in neutral. Hips aligned. Root down into the feet, into the earth. So then when reverse warrior comes, we lift up with ease from the waist upward. Nice deep breath, relax shoulders. Keep the knee bent over the ankle. Yeah, not to prop with the back hand, just guidance or any other variation of the back arm. You know. Another deep breath. And today, let's exhale. Keep the knee bent into extended side angle. So we're stretching out of the waist here. Knee still bent, right? Over the ankle. Open the palm at the knee. Stretch down through the legs. Try to keep your left side long too. That's a challenge. Sometimes it's a little crunched out. Inhale, and this time we're going to exhale, coming back to center. Stretch both legs, both arms, and relax. A breath in between. Do that on the other side. Okay. Let's turn those toes in and turn your right toes out 90 degrees. Level the waist. Maybe a little wider of a stride for some. Some say it's as wide apart as you are tall. So legs long. Float the arms. Inhale. Relax shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. Exhale, stretch the legs, sort of pushing with the back foot, and that extends the knee to bend over the ankle. I like to say stretch the inner thigh. Bending sometimes feels more shortening. Here we are stretching the knee. Gazing softly past our fingertips. Level the waist. See where you might be working too hard. Yeah. Relax. When ready to inhale again, lift up from the waist. Back fingertips just walk down, lifting to the beautiful blue sky, combining the energy from the earth to the heavens above. With a warm, loving, open heart, we breathe. We breathe into our strength. We breathe into our gentleness. Another deep breath. Yeah, the breath keeps the posture alive. Now extended side angle, reversing the arms. Yeah, sort of. Palm open at the knee. Top arm reaching out of the waist by the ear. You can look straight ahead or turning upward. Feel stretch down to the legs. Both sides are long, extended side angle. Another deep breath. On the inhale, we rise. And exhale to stretch. Nice. Let's just wiggle those feet underneath us, shall we? Maybe with knocking at life's door. A lot of that can be rather two-dimensional. Knocking at life's door is that gentle sway. Gives us more three-dimensionality. So yeah, we're tapping, we're swaying side to side. Let your arms, tap against the body. This is very good for your kidney energy. In Chinese medicine, kidney energy is most important for your life. Knocking at life's door. That's a word that I think that translated as knocking at life's door. Yeah, opening up your channels of energy. And also helps to release. In Chinese medicine, it's the kidney meridian channel of energy might hold the energy of fear, the emotion of fear. So we're kind of knocking out the fear as well, bringing in more trust and more faith. In fact, there's a saying that says, yeah, keep tapping, keep rapping. Your body will thank you. There's a saying that says, fear came knocking at the door, faith answered, and nobody was there. So yeah, one more tap each way and back to center. Close your eyes. Standing posture. Feet underneath you, hips apart, crown high, tailbone down, and breathe. And gently open your eyes. Soft gaze. And a standing forward tree. Let's just shift the weight to one foot. Arms float out to the side, gazing at one point before you. One foot. And then your other foot can lift off. It's a forward tree because this knee is going to bend butt forward. Yeah, standing tree. The roots are growing deep. The branches then maybe can grow up to the sky. Some might be joined. Relax, breathe, root. Yeah, branches grow and the roots grow deep. Another deep breath. And an exhale. Let's bring back both feet, palms to the heart. We're growing. Trees are blooming. Spring is in the air. Way to go. So we're going to shift the weight to the other foot. Relax all the toes because those are the roots. Your foot, your leg. Shift the weight. Float the arms. Helps with balance. The easy gaze. Right before you at one point of focus. Maybe that foot can lift. Maybe there's more balance here, but when ready, maybe those branches can grow. Maybe the knee can lift higher. Maybe the palms can unite. Maybe the roots need to grow deeper. Trees do sway in the wind. It's very normal. Another deep breath here. And exhale back to center, foot down. And breathe. Trees help to, remind us. They remind us, they help us to remember that we are always supported and rooted when we bring our awareness to it. So let's have a nice breath of joy to bring us back to the earth. Speaking of earth, remember 3 sniffs in. The exhale releases all tension. Whatever it may be, whatever tension it may be, you can put a name on it, or just release negativity, release disappointment, whatever it needs. And breathe in, incrementally, a little more joy, or a lot more joy. So let's loosen up here. It is a swing, remember. The knees are bending and straight. Yeah. Ready? Let's exhale to begin with a sniff in and coming up with it and swing arms forward, side, lift, swing down, coming up with it and let it go one more time and let it go all the way down. We're melting. Yes, hands and knees, feet to the earth, knees bent. We're going to roll on down. We're going to shake it all out, preparing for our relaxation. Shake, shake, shake. Take it to the right, shake it to the left. And exhale, feet and arms return to the earth. Maybe another little baby bridge if that feels good. This is your own free time. It's going to be your relaxation. You got to feel good.
Maybe roll knees. Maybe another yawn, stretch your legs and arms. Mm. And when ready, come back home to your breath awareness. And just notice and feel how are you breathing right now? Can you slow it down? Can you deepen the breath into the belly, middle, heart? Can you exhale more deep, releasing? Notice how your body is resting upon the earth. You might roll your head side to side. Let your head rest in center. Feel the breath guiding you. Noticing, being mindful of each and every breath. Bringing you now into your center, into the moment, into the gift of the present. I invite you to relax, let go of any tension in your forehead. Let your mind relax, your beautiful eyes resting. Feel your cheeks relaxing, your mouth, maybe a little smile. Smiling helps to increase your endorphin. Relax your head upon the earth so your neck can be more free. The front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. That relaxes now your shoulders. Energy, as if water flows down through the garden hose. Let the energy flow down your arms and out to your fingertips. Let the energy flow. The breath directs where the energy flows. Let the back be free from the tailbone all the way up to crown, your spinal column. Feel the energy flow. The breath, so gentle. And feel the back muscles soften, lower back, middle back, upper back. Maybe back of the neck again. Relaxing, letting go. And breathe into all your internal organs. Allow them to function with ease. Nice deep breath. Softening. Yeah, they're already within the last minute purified 64 ounces of your blood. Let them all function. 100% infinite potential functioning. And let the pelvis rest. Your buttocks muscles letting go. Right side, left side. That easily allows energy to flow through your hip joints. Your thighs softening. And as they soften, notice your knee joints smiling. Energy flows through them. Your kneecaps just floating gently inside. And the calves and the shin muscles can soften. Thanking them for all that they do for you. Breathing down through your ankle joints, your feet, your toes. And every cell of your body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, breathing, releasing its tension, bringing in more health and nourishment
and ease to every cell. Just like a gentle wave washes over you, bringing in all that is nourishing. And as the wave recedes, taking with it all that does not serve you well anymore. It's time to let go now, to rejuvenate, to heal at the deepest level as you surrender to this posture of relaxation. And allow healing to soak in even deeper. Breathe, feel. Allowing every cell to remember a more peaceful way of being in this world. And gently, gently coming back, to another deeper breath yet. And to awaken gently into this present moment with just a little wiggle of fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles when ready. And a nice stretch of your arms and your leg. Maybe a nice yawn. Coming to your seated posture, slowly roll to one side. And just to seal in the practice, to allow your bodies again to remember a more relaxed state, allow your mind to remember. Yeah, sometimes it's our mind that really needs to slow down. And as we breathe, it magically slows down. Yay. So when you're ready to inhale, let's scoop the energy from the earth and around us and above us and blending it into perfect harmony as we exhale this perfect blended harmonized energy that nurtures and heals back home to our hearts. I thank you. Keep it going. Any questions, please let me know. That's my job. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you and namaste. Thank you.
Hi,